What's up, guys? Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and share. Man, I kind of wanted to touch on this. Um, I want to touch on a legend who I feel doesn't get enough appreciation, not enough flowers, who's pretty much instrumental in, some great music and, doing his own solo career and really paving the way. You know, I want to talk about, you know, Memphis, Tennessee's own Isaac Hayes. Um, you know, uh, Isaac Hayes uh, was really one of the most innovative musicians to ever come out of Stax Records, not only as an artist, but as a songwriter. Um, he penned him with his um, partner David Porter, who went to I think he went to school and went to church with Maurice White of Earth, Wind, Fire. Isaac Hayes and him penned like some of the greatest songs by the Emotions, uh, Sam and Dave from Stax. Just look up the stats and you see. But Isaac Hayes is definitely an important figure. What he did when he did Hot Butter and Soul, he really changed the game. He was doing 18-minute songs and you know stuff like that. For a 4-song album, who was doing that? Literally, that was an EP back in like 1969. Who was doing that, right? The shortest song on that album, I think, is called One Woman, which I think that was like 5 minutes or something like that. But, he took a Burt Bacharach song and literally uh, put orchestration behind it and pimped it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally put some fire into it. You know what I'm saying? That whole album, Hot Butter and Soul, changed the game for sure. And you listen to his rendition of "By the Time I Get to Phoenix." David Porter basically said he was doing that. He was doing stuff like that in the clubs. They would just jam, and he would be puzzled, like, what is he doing? But he pretty much was. He knew what he was doing. And then Isaac Hayes went on with "To Be Continued," um, which was a good album. And then he had that album, the one with Outstanding Cues on it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that. uh, but anyways, that was a great album too. Outstanding Cues on that. I just don't know what to do with myself. Um, it it was, I believe it was "To Be Continued." I could be wrong. It's a shame I'm here when it's already in collection, but whatever. Let's continue on. It might be "To Be Continued," but anyway. And then he had these classic albums with he's doing these songs, these covers, but he's making it sultry, and the soundtracks he was doing. I mean, Shaft, and then he went on and did he did his own movie, and that was Truck Turner '74. I recommend um, watching that. You can find it on YouTube for free. I think it's still for free. Uh, I recommend checking that out. Truck Turner. It's a good movie. Uh, Pretty funny, but yeah. Isaac Hayes was versatile. Playing vibes, saxophone, piano, organ. But also that voice, that baritone uh, voice, really his voice was really different from everybody that was out in the 60s, like late 60s, early 70s. And Isaac Hayes was like before Barry White even came into the picture. You know, uh, Barry White was a different kind of special, but Isaac Hayes was a different kind of special too. They end up both collaborating later on in life. Um, but Isaac Hayes really embodied the like he literally there was no singers that was bald headed. You know, it was kind of bit a little taboo. The most you see is like an afro or a low cut or a perm. You know, one of those processes. But Isaac Hayes really had his own swag. You know what I'm saying? Like he really gave the industry something uh, they could look at and study. He really was his own artist. You couldn't fake that back then, and you could fake it now. Now you could fake anything, and it goes straight to TikTok, and you have a hit, and nobody's really original anymore. But Isaac Hayes was really that guy. He was a true original. You know, he had some very, very innovative production, and I don't think he gets much props. I think he deserves a little bit more appreciation. I really want to see an Isaac Hayes documentary. We've seen Unsung and whatnot, but I think Netflix documentary or something on Isaac Hayes. We need that at least. You know, if you agree with it, comment in the comment section. Um, but those first four albums Isaac Hayes did, and then the soundtrack to Shaft, uh, he really put on. Like he really represented. And they called him Black Moses, because he was very um not a preacher type, but he was more like a uh, kind of like uh, an activist. He was definitely he was an activist, but he was like also an artist who was um just unapologetic black, and he was definitely the uh, the sultry, hot buttered, uh, epitome of like a black masculine man uh, of that time. You know what I'm saying? And um, the music he was making was uh, very different, and it stood out. You know, and uh, it's a shame that he don't get enough mention. He can sing baritone, but he could also sing like high range, like a falsetto. Um, check out his cover of "Going in Circles" uh, on on his Black Moses album. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like, man, Isaac Hayes, and he was born August 20th, actually a day before my pops. So that's interesting. Um, Shout out to the Leos. It's Leo season. Don't forget to like this post. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give Isaac Hayes some props. You know what I'm saying? Check out his music, Spotify, Apple Music. Um, check out his concerts. I mean, what he did at Watch Stacks was just amazing. Like, that voice, once in a lifetime artist, once in a lifetime innovator. Rest in peace to Isaac Hayes. Man, you talking about easily probably one of the greatest to ever do it. All right, that's all I'm gonna say right now. That's all I'm gonna do. I wish I could take this a little bit longer. Uh, but like this video, comment, please subscribe and share it. Uh, you know, uh, any Isaac Hayes fans, comment below. If you want to get his music, hey, let me know, and go from there. Like I said, check out his music, check out his movies, and yeah. All right, I'm out.